After reading a few too many bad pastas, I decided it was time to revive the creepypasta. You say you don't know what a creepypasta is? Well, it was a series consisting of 2 whole videos I did absolutely ages ago.
I looked down at the key in my hand and noticed I was trying to unlock the door with Dilbo's finger. "Oh, sorry about that, Dilbo," I said. I don't know how I mistook your hand for my door key."
Pretty much making fun of how bad creepypastas have gotten. They were just completely random nonsense. So this time I decided to step up my game. I found an online story generator and created the most terrifying story imaginable. In the past, I've used random pictures in the background as I told my story. If I was to step up my game, I had to create something truly disturbing. I took to some royalty-free photo websites and found some hyper-realistic pictures of pizza to use. Using Photoshop, I created the Frankenstein's monster of pizza-related disturbing imagery. I knew I had to create something that would unsettle those watching the video, so I made the most darn spooky pizza face I could. I hope you'll enjoy my story. Suntan Jim James, a short story by Donald D. Donaldson, aka Laws, aka a random website I found on Google that generates stories. Jim James was thinking about Daniel Tuck Your Shirt In again. Daniel was a Jeff the Killer BBQ sauce with jazz nostril and moist hat. Jim walked over to the window and reflected on his cold surroundings. He had always hated hot spooky Spooksville with its boiled, bitter burning corpses. It was a place that encouraged his tendency to feel hyper-realistic. Then, he saw something in the distance, or rather, someone. It was the Jeff the Killer figure of Daniel Tuck Your Shirt In. Jim gulped. He glanced at his own reflection. He was a suntan, bloodshot-eyed urine drinker with attractive nostril and pot noodle hat. His friends saw him as a cheesy. Once he had even jumped into a river and saved a sticky Domino's pizza. But not even a suntan person who had once jumped into a river and saved a sticky Domino's pizza was prepared for what Daniel had in store today. The blood rain teased like backflipping karate kids, making Jim think of creepypasta. Jim grabbed an erotic box that had been nearby. He massaged it with his fingers. As Jim stepped outside and Daniel came closer, he could see the panicky glint in his eye. "I am here because I want soul," Daniel bellowed, in a hyper-realistic tone. He slammed his fist against Jim's chest. With the force of 3087 Everybody Loves Kung Fu Fightings. "I friggin' love you, Jim James." Jim looked back, even more creepypasta and still fingering the erotic box. "Daniel, you've never looked so hyper-realistic," he replied. They looked at each other with disturbed feelings, like 2 dull, disturbed dodos undressing at a very smelly funeral, which had the Lavender Town theme playing in the background and 2 corpse-hugging uncles eating to the beat. Jim studied Daniel's jazz nostril and moist hat. Eventually, he took a deep breath. "I'm sorry, but I can't give you soul," he explained in pitying tones. Daniel looked unsettled, his body raw like a different, dangerous Donald Trump. Jim could actually hear Daniel's body shatter into 3,709 pieces. Then, Jeff the Killer BBQ sauce hurried away into the distance. Not even a drink of urine would calm Jim's nerves tonight. The end.